Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Your girl Pauline here. And today, guys, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I have an amazing soul with me today. Guys, before I start this live stream and before I introduce my guest, I want to tell you that I know I've been away for so long. I know you've missed me, but I'm sorry, forgive me. But I've been there outside creating content, bringing you amazing stories and places and everything. So don't feel as if I've neglected you, but I'm here with you and I'm bringing you amazing, amazing story. So today we have Cynthia. Cynthia Knowledge is Power, and um, she's an amazing soul. She talks about how you can go to their country. This is when I say to their country, I mean how you can go to Canada. There are so many ways of going to Canada, but we don't know. So many people don't know if there is a way to go to Canada. There are easy ways you can go there. And if you need help, why don't you go to Cynthia Knowledge is Power's channel and check it out? So, guys, I want to start. And I want you, Cynthia, to introduce yourself. So, how are you? How have you been, Cynthia?
Fine, thank you. I'm so glad you invited me. Thank you for the honor, and I thank you for, the opportunity that you have given to me.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm so glad. I'm so humbled. Yeah. So my name is
So,
yeah, okay.
yeah. Go on.
So my name is Cynthia. Knowledge is power. I'm Kenyan, but living in Canada. I do content created I do some inspiration, motivation kind of content, and I also tell people how to come to Canada. So you can check my channel out for if you like my content, then we can hang out and learn more, motivate each other, and inspire each other and help each other out in any questions. Immigration. I'm not an immigration officer, but I just I just tell what I know from experience and what I read from the internet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Cynthia, if maybe we can ask, or if I can ask, can you kindly tell us how you started your channel? Like the name Cynthia Knowledge is Power. Where did you get that name from? Or what was the reason that you had to come up with that name?
Okay, so let me tell you the story. I had actually, Pauline, I had
Hello,
changed
Cynthia,
my.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clear, loud and clear. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Uh, okay. Yeah, sure
Yeah,
I
can you
can.
hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, as I was telling you, I had changed my name so many times. Like, I didn't know which name to choose, but I knew I wanted to do motivation, inspiration, and I knew I had a lot to share, and then I realized
Mm-hmm.
that so many people, lack knowledge of, so many stuffs in life. You navigate through life, you don't know, if I had someone to tell me something about this issue that I'm facing right now,
Yeah.
maybe I would have taken a different approach or a different
Yeah.
decision. So it means knowledge is power. If I would have known, I would have acted differently. So I thought, why don't I call myself knowledge is power? Because you know,
Yeah.
because when you know something, you have the you are in the right atmosphere to make the right decision, or to figure things out. So I thought maybe I should call myself Cynthia Knowledge is Power, because whatever little knowledge I have, I share it with my people. They know,
Yeah.
they share it, we figure things out together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it came about.
Wow. So guys, Cynthia just introduced herself. Okay, let me shout out a few people. I can see onliners, 24 onliners. She's online with us and she says hi to you, Cynthia. Then Connie Kenneth says knowledge is power 100%. Wow, that's so amazing. Roll with Liz. Welcome, darling. Welcome back. Greetings and everyone to everyone who is watching. So Roll with Liz is saying hi to you all. So guys, I have four amazing people. Kindly share out with us. Bring me some more questions so that we can bombard Cynthia with questions. She has to tell us more about herself, and we need to know who is this Cynthia. Knowledge is power. And we also have personal trainer. Hello, amazing people. Hi, how are you? And yeah, so that's where we are. Cynthia, I want to give you an opportunity. Maybe you tell us about yourself. I've seen so much about Cynthia knowledge is power, but we don't know how it all started. Each and every person has let's say, a stepping stone, where you come in and maybe you thought life was different and you thought maybe you cannot achieve in life. But now you came up with your own idea. As you've said, you came up with your own knowledge, and this is where you are. Kindly, if you can brief us or you can give us we're here to listen, a whole story. We're here to listen. So tell us who is Cynthia now. Tell us about you.
So Cynthia is just a regular person like you and me. I was born and raised in Nairobi. So
Yes.
I went to school. I went to school in a primary school just in Zimmerman. It's called Roysambu Primary School. And then I went to high school in Moranga. So, and then after that, I went to college. I did hotel management, and then I started working in a 5-star hotel at the Stanley.
Wow.
Yeah, I started at the Stanley, but not working, attachment. I did attachment for like 2 years. I was there. It takes time for them to hire you. You'll work for free and work for free until they see if you want to give up or but I just worked there because I was in the restaurant and there were tips so I could get my fare, and all I wanted is exposure. And then later I moved on to another hotel after they had the strike, and then later something happened, and then I lost my job. So
if you don't mind telling us what is something
I couldn't get along with the manager. So yeah, I was fired actually from my job. I was fired, but it was the best thing ever. It was the best firing ever, because after that is when we went, and me and my husband started our own business. That's when we started our own shop at 44 Committee Road. So I think you know the story, the one I was telling you. We could get a bucket, put in sodas, and then
Cynthia,
yeah.
If I can ask, so tell us, when you're doing the attachment thing, so were you married by then?
No, I was not married.
So tell us from there.
Yeah, I got married after I got to the second hotel. That's where I met my husband. Yeah, that's where we met.
So you guys, you were working together, or?
Yes, we met at work. Met at work. So after we met at work, so I got fired from the job, right? So after I got fired, my husband decided maybe we could open up a small business, because finding a job was a big issue. It was in Nairobi, finding a job, it's a big issue. So we thought, why don't we start our own, something small just for us, and then see how it goes. So that's how we started our own small business. Grew it. Actually, I was there for 8 years. I was there for 8 years. Yeah. I was there for a long, long time, but I really enjoyed being my own boss. It was so you can't buy that, the feeling, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, let me ask you. There's something you don't want to tell us. I want you to tell us, no. So, what kind of business did you start? Do you know? We want to know so that someone somewhere who feels that maybe if I do this business, I can get somewhere. It's like an encouragement. Tell us, what business did you guys start and what was the capital for you starting that business? Yeah.
So the kind of business that we were doing, I cannot exactly tell you. I'm from Central Kenya. Usually our shop is comprised of everything. I could sell milk and bread, but I still had electronics. yeah, you can. And I still had what is this, football t-shirts. I could go to Isili and get some. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, I'm from Central Kenya, where you cannot say exactly what shop is this. It's a mixture
Yeah.
of everything. I could sell sockets, like electrical sockets, and I'm still selling milk. I have bread, I have sodas, I have t-shirts. So
You have sugar.
I have everything. So I cannot exactly pinpoint and say this is what I sell. I was a jack of all trade, and that time we had M-Pesa. I was doing not the M-Pesa that you guys have now, the phone. Before it was way back, and then we didn't have. Not many people had phones, so we could use that pay phone, the public phone. So I had a small public phone where I could charge you for talking, maybe 5 shillings, 10 shillings, according to how much you talk. So it was a mixture of everything. And when we started, the capital was not that much because I actually grew it slowly by slowly. The capital was not that much. It was around 25,000 or less. It wasn't much. It wasn't much because we had taken a loan at work. He took a loan from work. And then that's how we started the shop. So many things were not there. We didn't have like a fridge. We didn't have, we didn't have, so many things were missing. But slowly by slowly, you know how you grow your business? Patience, persistence. Slowly the shop grew until it could, stand by itself. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me read a few shout outs here. Mwakazi Fitness, hi, saying something. He wanted to know what is this something. And I think you have answered him. He's saying hello to Kweng Atieno, and he's also saying hello to Roll with Liz. And then Kweng Atieno is saying Naskiza pole pole. Yes, Mama. How are you, Kweng Atieno? Welcome. It's so long I've not heard from you. I hope you're doing well, darling. And Linda Mombo is saying, I'm tuned in, just following. Kindly, Linda, give us a thumbs up, and kindly throw your question here. We need to hear more from Cynthia. And then Queen Ateno says, socket, milk, bread, soda, t-shirts, and pesa. Ooh, all inclusive shop. It was a mixture of everything. So for how long did you operate this shop? For how long did you operate it?
I stayed there for 8 years.
Wow. So the 8 years you've been there together with your husband?
He was still working in the hotel. This was like my business because I'm there most of the time. It was like a family business, something to support us in case he loses his job. We have somewhere to fall on, just something extra for me to do, because I was jobless. Yeah, and then, in case he loses his job, we have something going on. Yeah.
Wow, that's so amazing to learn. So tell us, what were the challenges or what did you experience? Tell us the story about the shop thing. You have a story inside the shop thing, yeah? Because
Yeah.
you just woke up. So tell us about the searching of the shop, the location and everything, how you started small, like how was it?
So we were actually looking for a shop. We were looking for a place, but
Yeah.
we lived in Zimmerman. We
Mm-hmm.
At first he lived in Gidurai, and then we came to Zimmerman, and then
Mm-hmm.
we found these shops right at Committee Road, and they were being built. They were brand new. They
Mm-hmm.
were We were paying, I think, 2,000 a month for the rent, but they were brand new. So we decided, why not try this? Why not try? So we took one. We paid for our deposit and our rent, and then now when we started out, actually, initially we didn't even have enough capital, because we just bought a little, some of the things, some of the stock, and then of course there is no money, because of you've paid the rent, you've paid electricity and all these things, and then you still need to eat from the small money you have taken as a loan. So we decided to sell videotapes that were from my mother's house. Just, for the shop to look like it has stuff, for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then we could get a few packets of milk, like 3 breads, things that will not go bad very fast, and you might sell. And even if you don't sell, you take it home and you eat. So we started slowly by slowly, but I knew this is what I wanted to do. I didn't
So
want to
you're
get.
eating stock.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people will not buy from you, especially when they are new, because they don't know you. They'll go to where they are used to already. Usually in Nairobi, people are fixed on where they buy it's hard for them to change. You'll have to convince them to, come and be your customer. So sometimes the first few months you run at a loss, but you don't give up. You don't give up.
Yeah.
You keep pushing, keep advertising yourself, your persona, be jolly, and you slowly by slowly, one customer leads to the next, to the next friend, and slowly by slowly they come, and finally you get your permanent customers. So that is how slowly by slowly I grew my shop. It was a humble beginning, but I thank God for the humble beginnings, because they teach us to be persistent, not to
Yeah.
lose hope. Yeah, not to lose hope, because if you focus at the big picture, you're gonna see your results. Don't just
Yeah.
focus on the losses. Now I'm going at loss, and we don't even have customers. Nobody wants to buy from us because we are brand new. Nobody knows us. So just focus on the bigger picture, and you'll get to your destination. Yeah.
So, let me give a shout out to few people. Roll with Liz is back and says hi to Mwakazi. We have Leah Watiri. Hi, Leah. Welcome to this amazing topic. Today, we are here with Cynthia. Knowledge is power. She's telling us how she got herself to Canada. We want to know that story, that background story of how she started her life until now she's in Canada. So kindly comment down below. Ask us your question that you need to know from Cynthia. We also have Chemoget Jr. Hi, Chemoget. Welcome to our live stream today. And kindly help us contribute to this amazing topic by asking questions. We want to know more from Cynthia. We are not going to let her go without telling us what we want to hear. 254 online nice hustler number one. And yeah, you're a hustler number one, eh? So tell us, so after you started the shop, so what was the next step?
So after, you know, we were selling some sodas, and of course people in Nairobi love cold drinks, right?
Yeah.
We At first we didn't have a fridge, so we figured out, you know, how are we gonna keep these drinks cold, because it's very hot, right? And people love refreshing cold drinks. So there was a
Yeah.
lady who was selling ice, so I could run there and then buy some ice, pour it in a bucket, put our sodas inside, and then they would be cold for some time, and then we would sell. Then sometimes it was super hot, and then you'd have to buy like 3 4 rounds of ice, you know. But slowly by slowly we saved up until one day we were able to buy our own fridge. It wasn't even actually a new fridge, it was a second-hand fridge from a guy who used to, yeah, he used to fix fridges. So he told us, you know, you guys, I can sell to you a second-hand fridge and it's gonna be fine. But that was the biggest mistake of our lives, buying a second-hand fridge, because it's already bad, right? So it could come and work for 2 3 days and then it breaks down. So we have to take it to him again, and he fixes it with money. He will ask you for money, until finally, you know, I was like, okay, you know, the one day I took it there and I never went back for it. So fortunately I had saved up a little money, and my husband gave me some extra money. We went to town, we went to the supermarket and bought a brand new fridge. So that way the fridge now could actually, it ran for 7 years without, you know, stopping or doing all these funny things. So I would advise someone who's, you know, running a small business, don't buy a second hand, you know, these electrical things, don't buy second hand. Just chill, just wait until the day you have enough money to buy a brand new one. Because I realized that guy now was like conning us, because he sold to us a faulty fridge, and then when you want to fix it, he will ask you for money, you know, and you're trying, you know, to lift yourself from down there. So it means your profit is going onto the fridge, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
when you've grown up without a fridge, so how are you supposed to know that you're not supposed to buy second hand, you know, electrical like fridges, you know? It was my,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how uh that's how we started out with our business. And we thank God. Yeah, we thank God for each, and because it's a story, you know. It
Yeah,
reminds.
that story is what we want. That story is what we want. But before we go there, let me give a small shout out. Hi, Natural Kedi. Hi, how are you? Welcome to our live stream. Yeah, you saw her somewhere talking about agencies. She's the one. She can give you information, or through her channel, you can get information on how to go to Canada. Yeah. And then we have Linda Tombo is asking, so I have 2,000 shillings. Can you advise on what type of small business I can do with 2,000 Kenyan shillings? And then we have motivation with Brenda. Hi, darling. Hi, hope you're good. So today we have an amazing topic here. I hope you're going to learn about it. I know you're missing to go to Canada, and I hope that's your dream. So you can check out Cynthia Knowledge is Power for that. We also have life coach and Mary. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to this live stream, and kindly ask any question that you feel is good for you, Mary. Just throw a question. We want to know Cynthia's lifestyle. We want to know her story from where she began until now. Brenda says, hello, Mwakazi's Fitness. I hope I'm not so late. You're not so late, darling. So, Cynthia, so
Mhm.
you bought the fridge and now you're here. All the time you're going to repair. What was the cost of the fridge and how much were you using to repair?
We were using, at times he would ask for 300 shillings to fix it. And
Mm-hmm.
he very well knows he's gonna break in 2 weeks. So another 300, you know, it doesn't make sense. But you know, when we grew up without a fridge, so we didn't know. Both of us did not know, you know, you're not supposed to buy secondhand, you know, these electrical things. Just go to the supermarket, save up, and buy a brand new one with a warranty. We didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that. you know. But later we decided, you know what, we can't continue doing this. This is enough. That's when we took it to him. So when we took it to him, and then he said, oh, I'm going to fix it, we never went back there. So that was the end of the story, because we gave it back to him. We told him, anyway, you can keep it, you can keep our money, we are okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to address the lady with 2,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah, I wanted to address, I wanted to advise, you know, with 2,000 Kenya shillings, you know, you could go to Kamukunji and buy, because that's where I used to buy my stock. I used to buy some stuff in Kamukunji or Stage Market. There's another down there in after Kamukunji down. Where is the name of the bus stop? The big bus stop. I can't remember its name, but Stage Market, maybe they know. You can go to Stage Market. They have very nice stuff. You can buy, you know, some things are costing 5 shillings, 10 shillings, and then you can come double and sell, you know, just to try. Because or the other thing, you can, I know of this business that really does well, this cooking of mandazi and chapati, you know, you can find your stand, cook some mandazi, chapati, just buy one unga and see how it goes. Or go to, you know, to the market, get potatoes, you know, this chipo muitu, you can cook chipo. You know, you can start small, you never know. Because even us, we started small. We did not start with money. We did not start with a lot of capital. We just started with what we had. As I told you, we didn't even have enough. We could go to my mom's house and take some videotapes, spread them all around the shop, so it looks like there is something, but actually there is no stock. You start small, yeah, you know. There is so much you can do with that. With 2,000, you can go to Stage Market or go to Kamukonji. They have nice, beautiful stuff. Or you can, you know, go to the market, do some fruit salad, you know, such things that don't need a lot of capital. You can try out and figure out which one works best for you. And you're gonna, you know, you are gonna later see which one suits you and which one brings in the profit. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to our topic.
Okay.
You said that you had a shop for 8 years. So you want to mean that for the 8 years, that's the only business you're doing?
Yeah, that's after 8 years, that's when I sold it, and then I decided to venture into salon. I worked in a salon for around 1 year, and then I decided, no, because you're working in someone's salon, I decided I don't want to be employed. So I decided, you know what, I'll go to Gikomba. Actually, even the lady can go to Gikomba, take some kids' clothes, and then I would take them to Roysambu. I started selling kids' clothes, but they weren't doing so good. And then it was so dusty because, yeah, that time the road was not made. So it was very dusty. So the clothes would get dirty very fast. And you know, when they get dirty, they look like they are old. They look like very, very old. So later I shut down that business and went back again to salon work, because salon work was better, because, you know, you get commission as per how many people you braid, you split half and half with the owner. So that was better for me until now, when I was able to. No, actually, yeah, I did salon and then I went back to clothes. Before I came here, I was doing clothes. I went back to clothes.
Okay, can you kindly tell us, we want to know, what was the reason to why did you close the shop?
Okay, The thing was, the reason we closed the shop because we needed some money to, when my husband was immigrating from Dubai to Canada, there were some fees that were needed to pay. We needed to pay some fee, and because we didn't have the money to pay off that fee, we had to sell off the shop. It was not our will, but that was you know how you like some emergency can come up and you need urgent cash, and you know that okay, this place I'm investing for something bigger on this side other than having the shop still running and then him missing the opportunity to come to Canada. So we
Yeah.
decided, you know what, we are gonna sell the shop, and that's how I
Yeah.
was jobless again. Yeah, that was what happened. Yeah, we had to sell
Wow.
it. Yeah, we had to sell it off.
Yeah. Okay, Lucy Mwangi says, you can also go to Gikomba. Naturally, Tendi says, we hustle until we drop. Here in Kenya, we have to hustle. My friend, you have to hustle. And then Leah Watiri says, great advice. Tell her she can also sell masks. I can see mask business is all over now and it's doing well. If you can see someone selling masks today and they have been doing that for so long, then it means it's another opportunity. Mwakazi says, waiting to hear more of the story. How did the business go and how did you end up in Canada? And then life coach Anne Mary says, determination is everything. So many people are great today and they started very small. Then Chemoget says, I just graduated. I pursued computer science. Can I get work, study scholarship in Canada? And then we have Naturally Terry says, I have also managed a salon where so tricky. The staff can drive you nuts, but let's just say that's not my strength. That's not her strength. Yeah. Okay. So tell us. So you sold your business and went to be employed.
Yeah.
So how was the environment again for you for employment?
Of course, once you're used to being your own boss and then you go back
Yeah.
to taking instructions, it is it's like night and day. It's so different because now
Mm-hmm.
you're under a schedule. You're being told you have to come in the morning, wash the salon, and then now wait for clients to come in. And if maybe if you don't get any client for that day, that is zero money for you for the day because you didn't
Yeah.
do any work, right? Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
we do with commission. You split half and half with the owner.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes she will take customers that that usually tip. She will keep them for herself, and maybe she will give you maybe some kids or something like that, right? So that's why I
Mm.
found it not a very, I didn't like it. That's why I decided, you know what, I'm going back to sell. I'm going now to open up a small clothes business and then see how it will do. But it was a bad idea, and I did because it was, it was so dusty. It was so dusty, and then that time clothes were not going. I think I wasn't getting the right clothes because they weren't selling as I thought, Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm a jack of all trades. There's nothing in this sun I've not tried. Yeah, I've tried everything, you know. Yeah, that's how life is. Sometimes you have to try until you find the right fit for you. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Peng Atieno saying, naturally Kennedy biashara si rahisi. I tried selling duvet from Dubai. I nearly slapped someone because she had not finished paying and I saw her buying shoes. I can't. So Naturally Ten is saying it was part of your journey, and then she says driving you to where you are now. Wow, that's great. And then Quang says, at Mwakaze's Fitness, I saw your hello and thought it's family. Kumbe fitness, kumbe it's fitness. How is you? Okay, so it was a struggle for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us the next step you took after now? Why did you go back to selling clothes after you left the salon? Why did you go back to selling clothes?
because I was, you know how you clash with the owner. We
Mm-hmm.
were we clashed with the own with my employer, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like her terms. And then you know how loud now she could take all the good clients, she would do them and then give you. Sometimes you're there for 3 days with no money at all. For 3 days, how are you supposed to survive for 3 days with no money? Because business is up and down, right? Salon work is
Yeah.
up and down. Sometimes they are busy, sometimes they are not. Especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there is nothing. So I was like, I can't just be staying here with, zero money. That's when I decided to sell clothes and see how it goes.
Yeah. So you
But
still went to kids' clothes?
yes, I still went to kids' clothes now until before I came here. I sold a little bit, and I had the little stock from last time, the clothes I was selling from last time, I didn't finish. So I decided, okay, maybe I'll hang out there and maybe I'll sell. Just pastime, chat with my friends, because it wasn't doing so good. But I knew I was almost coming here, so I didn't care that much. So yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing story. So Cynthia, okay, no, all that was done. So tell us the process. Who went to Canada first? Is it you or your husband? Can you tell us, no, take us the journey from now saving, how you had to raise finances to go to Canada, or how did you start it? Where did that idea of going to Canada come from?
So since I was young, myself,
Yeah,
this, I always call it the journey in you. You know how you feel like, I remember after high school, I went to Alliance Française, the school where they teach French. So I went there because I heard that when you learn French for 8 months, they place you with an au pair family whereby you go take care of kids in France, things like those. And it was always my desire to maybe one day go out anywhere. I wanted to go anywhere, but since I heard about the program of Alliance Française, so I went there. Started doing French, and
yeah,
then my parents weren't so supportive of the idea, because they say, "Oh, you're going there. You don't know which family will take you. Maybe they'll go and mistreat you. Things like, some parents are afraid. They don't know where you're
yeah.
going, right? So they did not support me. Actually, totally, they did not support. I tried to take a passport. I remember that time you used to be asked, okay, if want to take a passport, you need a signature from a relative and stuff like that. So people refuse to sign. So how am I supposed to take a passport if people are not signing for me? So I let the dream go. So I just forgot about the dream. But my husband, since I remember my mom-in-law used to tell me that since my husband was small, he used to say that one day he'll go on a plane and live very, very far away. Since he was very small, a small boy, that's what we call the journey in you. There is always that urge, and it starts from way, way back. So he used to say, one day I'll be in a plane, and now, Mom, I'm gonna go very, very far away. You will not see me. So that is what happened. When he was working in the hotel, he decided, you know what? I want to go to Dubai. I hear Dubai, they have jobs there. And then
Yeah.
from Dubai, I can, connect to Canada or to the US, because that has always been my dream. So that's exactly what he did. Actually, in Dubai, they don't pay much. They don't pay much, but he wanted to use it as a stepping stone, to go somewhere else. Yeah, because he knew finally he wanted to live outside the country. And due to finances, he knew he wouldn't be able to to do it living in Kenya, because they will ask you for bank statement and property to show you're coming back, all those things. Of course, you don't have all those things. So you
Yeah.
have to figure out, another way, another way you can make it. So that's when he thought about, I'll go to Dubai, stay there for like 3 years, and then apply. There are agents there who usually find you a job, place you with an employer, and then give you the contract, and then tell you to go to the embassy and get a visa. And that's how he came here. Yeah.
Okay. If I may ask, so your husband left the hotel and now you started organizing or preparing for the documents to go to Dubai, right? So is it like he had to save some money for the visa to go to Dubai, or did he go through an agent or anything?
He went through an agent, but
Yes.
with the agent, you need to pay some fee. There's
Yeah.
a fee you need to pay. Yeah. So initially, they won't ask you for a lot until they have done everything, until they have found you the right employer, you have been interviewed, and everything is ready. And then they will ask for another fee. And then you also have to pay for your plane ticket, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have enough money, that's how we wanted to offset, those debts. That's why we had to sell the shop, because coming to Canada is not cheap. I think it's around right now from Kenya to Canada is around 200,000 or 180,000, something like that. It's not small
Yeah.
money. If you're not well up, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money if you don't have money. But if you have money, of course, that's more money. But for us, that was a lot of money. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's money you can buy a plot somewhere, in Joska, somewhere. Yeah, that's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
money. Yeah.
We have Van TV Media. How are you? Welcome to our live stream. Today we are talking about building self-esteem and how we are coming to learn Cynthia Norridge's power story, how she left Kenya, the struggles she went through until she is in Canada now. That is what we are learning today. So kindly don't forget to drop a question that you want her to answer it for you. It's always good to hear from the horse's mouth. That's the best thing. So if you have any question you want to know today, just drop the question down and I will read it for her and we are going to ask her the question. So Cynthia, you said it is expensive to go. So he got the job in Dubai, right? He got the job in Dubai.
He was in Dubai and
Yeah.
then connected to Canada. Yeah.
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 So when he landed to Dubai, he had to work there for some time so that
Yeah.
he can transit.
Yeah. 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 He worked in,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, can you tell us a process? So many people want to know the process, Cynthia. They want
Yeah.
to know the process now because you have said it's easier to go to Dubai first, then you connect to Canada.
Yes.
And you have said it's expensive. Can you tell us, explain it to us like now, give us a clear picture of now he has gone to Dubai through
Yeah.
an agent. He has gone to Dubai. Tell us how he transited from Dubai, went, worked in Dubai. What job did he take for him to be able to access Canada? There are some jobs that even if you do, you can't access these other countries. So tell us, what agent did he use? Maybe if you have specific, you've told us if you have specific amount of money that we expect to pay the agent and at the same time to pay for your flight to Dubai, can you tell us that and tell us now, after 3 years of working, how did he connect to Canada before we get to you?
So from Kenya, he went to Dubai via an agency as well. So he worked there as in a hotel, because we've worked in hotels all through. So he still worked in a hotel, in hotel industry. Actually, even when he came to Canada, he still worked in hotel. Like he's been working in hotel throughout. So in Canada, sorry, in Dubai, usually they will ask you for a fee, but that was many years ago. I cannot say that this is the fee they will ask, because right now, unless someone goes to the agency, they find out and tell us how much it was. Because back then, I remember we sold our shop for around 150,000 Kenya shillings to cover all the small costs that were coming up, the flight ticket and the agency fee, stuff like those. Right now, I cannot like stand here. That's why I'm trying to find those agents. I will bring them to my channel and then they can explain to us, because this is 2021. I don't know how much now they are charging for all those services. But back then they were I can't remember the exact figure, but it was roughly around 150,000 Kenya shillings. That was the ticket, and then the little fee, the fee. But the good thing with the agency is that they will ask you for the agent fee after they get you the job. They will agree with your employer that I want to be getting $100 every month from his check for the next 9 months until he offsets the remaining agency fee. So because they already know you cannot afford that money, but they will arrange, you will sign, and then your employer will be taking away maybe $100 or $80 from your paycheck and giving it to the agency in Dubai. So I've heard of DM agency. The agency that was there 10 years ago is no longer there, but now we have another agency. Yeah, I've heard of it, and I've heard it's a good one. It's called DM Consultants. So people in Dubai, please find out about this agency, because I'm also trying to get them. And then I want to learn more about them. I wish the previous agents wouldn't have closed. They closed and came back to Canada, the other agency. But now there's another big one. I hear the head office is in Toronto. It is here. The owners live here, but they are based in Dubai and they are based in Qatar. And I hear they are very good agents. So I would like people in Dubai, if you're here in Dubai or Qatar, please go find out about that agency and then let us know. Because they have an office in Dubai and they have one in Sharjah. Find out and then tell us how much are they charging, how is it, so that we can, let our people know, right? Like Pauline, because I know so many people are interested. Yeah, I know so many people are interested in, and that's a very good, because the good thing about agents is that they will find you a job, and then they will find you, they will place you with a family here, such that you will rent a room. You are not coming here like stranded. You won't be stranded, looking for, house to rent or something like that. The agency, the agency will place you with a family whereby you will rent a room for like 1 year, a contract for 1 year, and they will pick you that family will pick you at the airport. You're not being stranded, not knowing where you're going. You're new. You're brand new, no one in Canada. So they will place you with a family and then you'll come here. So that's why I always recommend using the agents. And then our people, please, those people who go with agents. I remember some friends of his who also applied with the agency, but they were so impatient. Yeah, they were so impatient with the agency, and they said, oh, these people are conning our money and all this and all this. They went there and caused trouble, and the agency gave them back their money. Yeah. And then later, 3 months later, my husband was given a visa, and now they were saying, oh, now we tried to go back to the agency said no, because you said you are going to bring trouble in our offices, that we are taking so long. It is a long process, because they have to make sure they are taking you to the right place, right? You can't just hurry and take someone to an unsafe place. You have to make sure that place is good. You have to verify. The people on this side have to verify and make sure that job is legit, everything is good. It takes time, but people are impatient. Some impatient people now had to go back to Kenya after being fired from Dubai, you see. And then now they were,
Wow.
yeah. So those people who are going to agency, no, please, it takes time. You have to be patient. Just forget that it's going on. Just continue doing your job, and then one day they will call you. It is legit. They do take people. Yeah, they do help people out. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. So let me read a few comments and welcome few people. Andrew Okoth. Hi, how are you, Andrew? Welcome to today's live stream. We are talking about self-esteem and getting to know Cynthia, how she landed in Canada. So you're saying I flow with you ladies. Thank you so much for following us through. And Nisi Seni says, let's share to help people out there. Definitely that is what we are trying to do. And we hope so many people will just get to come along this video, listen to it clearly, and they get help. Van TV Media says, I am okay, Mokazi. Thank you for inviting me. So, Cynthia, now your husband has gone to Canada now. After 3 years, he has gone to Canada. So, why did you follow him, and how did you get to follow him? Tell us about that.
Of course, family needs to be together, right? We have 3 kids, so
Wow.
definitely my kids were missing their dad. Actually, by then we only had two. I had my 2 boys. So definitely, family needs to be together. So he applied a spousal visa. That's how I got to come here, via
Mm-hmm.
spousal. Yeah, he sponsored me as spousal visa. That's how I got to come here, me and my kids. So that's how we got to come here, and yeah, we've never moved since. Yeah, but we
So,
usually come. Yeah, we
let
usually.
me interrupt. Let me interrupt small. Let me ask you something. So,
Okay.
how was the feeling when he went to Canada? You're left in Kenya and you are with kids. Were you not scared? You might maybe go forever.
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's usually the long distance thing. Wow,
Yeah.
is it is something else. It is, yeah. Usually that's why so many people usually break up when they are doing the long distance relationships. If you can see, like from statistics, so many people break up because it's very hard. Some people go and they feel like, okay, this is not working, right? You're so many miles away, and
Mm-hmm.
I would rather move on. So many people move on. you know I remember some of his friends, they all moved on and they forgot about their wives who are back in Kenya with kids. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, Dubai it's a tough place to be in. You have to be very, very strong and be willing to keep your family together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a bit tricky. It's tricky, and it takes a lot of prayers, a lot, like a lot of prayers, because it's tough. Yeah.
So we have Liz. She's asking you, which province are you in?
Calgary. I'm in Calgary, Alberta.
Oh my God. Thank you. Is it Gikomba? Is it Thika Road or Kiambu Road or Roysambu? Roysambu of Canada's or what? Okay. And we have Van TV is asking, how can one spend to go to Canada from Kenya directly? Is it possible?
It is possible if you have a relative who has invited you. Like 2 years ago, we invited my father-in-law. You can invite, a close family member, for graduation, barrier. They have to come with a reason. You have to, you have to come with a reason, not just wake up and decide I want to visit for no reason. Usually they will not give you the visa. You have to come with a reason. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Liz, she says, nice. I was in Calgary, but relocated to British Columbia. Nitafute mrembo. Oh, so Liz, she's
Oh,
telling you should look for her.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Liz, I hope now you guys are going to connect. Check her out in her channel. I think maybe in a channel about, you're going to get her contacts there. She's an amazing person, and you guys are going to link very well. Okay, so tell us, okay, so now you're going to Canada. I know back then in Kenya, many people didn't trust you, or many people thought, no, they were talking like, oh, she was left by the husband. Her husband went to Dubai, and now you're here raising 2 kids alone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's challenging, I know. So when the time for you came to go to Canada, who supported you? Like after you, I know your husband gave you maybe a support, maybe through paying your visas or your flights and everything. But now there are people who never trusted you. There are some friends of yours who thought that you're just a loser. How was it?
Oh my gosh. By the way, Pauline, it was 7 years of long distance.
Yes.
Because remember, he went to Dubai and then he went to Canada. So we
Yeah.
did the long distance thing for 7 years. So I remember actually even close family members, would they would say because you keep telling, family members, oh, I'm going to Canada one day. I'm going to Canada maybe next year, when you meet for gatherings,
Yeah.
and then the year passes and you've not gone, right? You've not
Yeah.
gone.
And people tend to think you're fake.
Yes. And people,
Mm-hmm.
and then I remember this one time that really, really hurt me. So we went to visit a relative, and then another relative asked, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia, how come, it was past 5 years. How come you guys have never gone? Like you and your kids, you're still here. It's been a long time you guys are doing this long distance. Are you really still together, or what happened? Are you still going to Canada? I said, yeah. Actually, I didn't even get to say anything, Pauline. My other relative said for me. You know what she said?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, leave this one alone. She goes to Canada with her mouth.
Oh my God.
I know. She goes. It was the most hurtful. I've never forgotten. I know I forgave her, but it was like a sharp knife in your heart. You know,
Yeah.
because being in a long distance is already hard enough for you. So when people start talking talks like those, it's even worse. It makes it even, even worse for you.
Yeah.
That leave her alone. She usually goes to Canada using her mouth. So it was so hurtful, and that's what I would like people to know, that please support, people who are doing long distance. Please, friends and family, try to support them. Don't make them lose hope. And
Yeah.
then don't always, bring negative story. Or maybe he's already married, that's why he's not even calling you. Don't tell them such. It's like rubbing salt on the wound. you know that person will go home and start crying because of your words, right? You're not helping them.
Yeah.
You're creating something else, and maybe there are kids involved. It's Guys, let's be more kind. Let's be more kind. Let's be more supportive to people like those. They need our help, right? Don't make them lose hope. Just give them words that encourage them. Don't, try to put them down. It's not good. Yeah.
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 So finally, the day came for you to go. So what happened?
So finally the day, actually, I even after the 5th year, I stopped even saying that I'm going anywhere. So I started doing my own life. If someone would ask me, "Are you still going?" I would just say, "Yeah, maybe." Like, I didn't want to talk about it no more, because out of the negativity
Yeah.
I was getting, it wasn't helping me at all. So I stopped talking about the issue. And they came to learn that I was going like a night before. That's when now I came to tell, yeah, because I didn't want that kind of energy, because people are telling you negative things all the time, right? So you learn how to keep your mouth shut. Yeah. So
Let me interrupt you a little. There's something that I don't want it to pass. Um. Natural study says I'm in Calgary, Mathare. I don't know which Calgary, Mathare that is. And Mwakazi says he's in Calgary, Juja. And then Mwakazi says you forgave her, but you didn't forget. And then he says, I'm sure they say that in Kikuyu, and it sounds more funny. Could you just say it in
exactly,
Kikuyu, maybe?
exactly. Mwakazi,
Can
you're
you?
right. Tigana nake athiaga Canada na kanua.
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds so rude. It sounds so bad and heavy. It sounds, so heavy. Tigana nake ocio athiaga Canada na kanua. Leave this
Wow.
one alone. She goes using her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be so painful. I know Kikuyu, even if it's something easy, it just comes with that emphasis. It
The tone.
becomes strong, eh?
Yes,
Yeah, the tone just becomes so strong, and
the tone is, yeah.
so, and finally you went.
Yes.
And people
Finally,
started borrowing you money now.
exist.
You're rich.
You're rich now. As usual, yeah. We came, and yeah, we were. So I told my people the night before, I'm leaving. And actually, people could not believe, because they were used to hearing us going. And that's why they were saying we were using our mouths to go. So, but finally, God made the day come, and finally we went, and we started our lives here as a family again. So, yeah.
If you can take us through the challenges, can you tell us? No, we're going to use them. Let's change these now to chocolate and vanillas. I hope you understand what I mean. For YouTube's sake, let's use chocolate and vanillas. So how was it to behave, or how was it to carry yourself in vanillas now?
Actually, it was there is culture shock, of course, right?
Yeah.
In vanilla, what do you mean? The good or the bad?
No. If I say vanilla, I mean the color. As Africans, we are
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
if I mean the vanilla, yeah.
Yeah. So of course there's culture shock, because you're
Yeah.
seeing these different kind of people, right? You're not
Yeah.
used to, there's that culture shock. I remember I was like, whoa, wow. They are now your neighbors everywhere, and here you are, It
Yeah.
was, it was life changing. It was shocking, but you find slowly by slowly you get used to it. The weather also was different. I remember we came in September. In the middle of September, it started snowing.
Yeah.
So we were so excited, me and my sons, to see snow. So we put our hands like this and then lick the snow, because we just wanted to hear, to taste it. Maybe there's a taste or something. That ushamba kind of, yeah, you bring your ushamba. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we were so excited to see, snow. We would look up and see it's
Mm,
coming from the sky, and wow, it was something else. And then, of course, yeah, everything was so different. The food is different from
uh-huh.
our food, very different. You expect to find githeri or some, no, you find
Mm-hmm.
that their food is more, it's very different. It's not like our organic food. Their food is
Yeah.
very, very different.
Yeah.
So trying to adjust to that food. I remember one time we went to get together somewhere, because here they eat a lot of salads, veggies like skuma wiki and spinach, cat and carrots. They eat them raw, right? So I remember
Mm-hmm.
we were taken somewhere one day, and then they gave us some salad for dinner. So I asked my husband, why didn't they cook this this food? Why are they giving me raw food? So then he was like, no, it's not raw. It's this is what they eat. I was like, they are giving you cabbage not cooked, skuma wiki, not, they just chop it and put some dressing and give it to you. I was like, no, it has to be cooked. This is not cooked. We don't know about salads and all this, but now in Kenya, we know about the salads, the ones that they eat here.
Yeah. Okay, let me read a little bit. Nisi Seni says, I hate how women in Kenya are concerned with someone's life. Ukifikisha 25 years, hujapata bwana au bibi, uoleke in less than a year, they always ask you, mtoto utapata lini? Mm? And then Mwakazi says, mkaongeza Canada. Canada. Do you know, can you pronounce the Canada in Kikuyu? Like, you added another Kana.
Canada. And do you know that is what happened to me? When I came here, I was pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant.
Oh my God, for who? But you had stayed 7 years without meeting your husband.
No, no, no. He used to come. He used to come like for 20 days or 28 days. He used to come every year. He
Mm-hmm.
used to come. So the last time he had come was in February. So by the time I was coming to Canada, I was literally having a Canada. Like I was, yes. Actually,
Uh-huh.
when people are laughing, they were making fun. As in, you're going to Canada with a Canada, I
Yeah.
was 7 months pregnant, and then I was going to Canada. So I remember my relatives making fun about the situation. You're having a baby and going to Canada. Because I only
Yeah.
stayed for 2 months. I only stayed for 2 months and then delivered the baby. I was 7 months long. Yeah. It
Mo-
was.
Mo- I,
Mhm.
I think Mokazi is overseeing things. The way he just realized there was a Canada, it's Mokazi age. And then there is Moses Kibazo. He says, keep going, keep doing that. And Mokazi says, Moses Kibanzo, you are here, bro. So finally, Mokazi met his brother here. And it's good if family finally meets here. So how was it? And how come they allowed you to travel when you're pregnant?
I know it was by God's grace. That's what I can
Yeah.
say. Because
Mm-hmm.
usually past 7 months they don't allow. It was, I don't know, it was God's favor. But the thing is, if I would have delivered the baby on the other side in Kenya,
Yeah.
the process would have gone back to zero, because now you have added a new member to the family. You need
Mm-hmm.
to draw from you need to withdraw the application and start over again, because now it involves a new member who has come into the family. Maybe it will take 1 year or 2 years. So I actually told my doctor, I really please would like to have my baby on the other side, because if I have the baby on this side, it's gonna take longer. We are gonna go back to scratch, you know, because we have to
Yeah.
apply for the new baby now to be included. So you have to withdraw everything. Yeah, so
So
that's
your
why
son is purely Canadian now.
my daughter,
Oh,
yeah,
she's your daughter.
the
So if
last
you guys decide to come back to Kenya, you just leave Canadian property in Canada.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So when you got to Canada, what job did you start doing? For how long before you got a job? How long did you have to stay before getting a job?
Actually, for me, I didn't stay so long. After I had the
Yeah.
baby, I left the baby after 4 months because
Mm-hmm.
for me, I had not worked here. So there's this, usually they will pay you for maternity leave for 1 year, but you have to have worked in Canada. You have to have worked in here. So for me, I came pregnant. It means I hadn't worked in Canada. So I did not qualify to get maternity leave. So I immediately had to join the workforce. So I joined the workforce because, yeah, there was no way I could qualify for the maternity leave. Yeah. So
Wow.
immediately after 4 months, I just started work. I started in
So
a restaurant. Yeah. I was working in
yeah,
a,
yeah, uh-huh.
yeah. I was working in a restaurant, and then now I left the restaurant. Now I work in a warehouse. Yeah.
Wow. So like did you have to did they have to check your academic, your credentials or anything for you to get a job in Canada?
Yes and no. They don't really consider that. The most important thing they consider is your work experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, you'll give, they will ask for credentials, for paper. Of course, you have to be legal. You have to be able to work here. That
Yeah.
is the only thing they usually check. And then your work experience. Have you worked in a hotel? But because usually they are looking for employees all the time, most of the
Yeah.
time they will just hire you instantly. Yeah, because
Wow.
we are not many here in Canada, and then that's why they are always looking for employees from outside Canada,
Yeah.
because, yeah, usually it's very hard for you to apply for a job and then they not hire you. They will not hire you. Usually they will hire you on the spot because they are always looking
Okay.
for employees. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell us, have you ever faced any racism or something of the sort?
Yeah, here and there. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
it happens here and there, but all you have to do is just, pretend you don't know what's going on, or let it pass. You know,
Yeah.
that's the only way. Just, let it pass. But it is very, very hard. You find one, two people once in a while, but
Yeah.
usually it's not, so rampant, like, because usually Canada is very inclusive. It's very inclusive, and very few people are racist. Very, very few, because we are a
Mm-hmm.
mixture of very diverse cultures. So many people here are immigrants already by themselves. So the
Mm-hmm.
residents here are very few. So you'll only face racism once in a while, in a long while, once in a very long while. But you just let it pass. If it doesn't, if that person is not intending to harm you, just calling you or something, just let it pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what about comparison now between Kenya and Canada? I know you're going to favor your country now. Now that I know you're not a Kenyan, you're a Canadian now, you know. Um ah,
Of
so
course, home is home. Home
yeah.
is home. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, home is home. We usually miss home, but of course, there are so many opportunities here. There
Yeah.
are so many job opportunities. unless you're very, very lazy. You know, there are people who are very lazy. They don't want to work. They just want
Yeah.
to be given food stamps, you know, this food shelter, free food. You know, some people usually come here, and it's very, very, you know, very sad that you come
Mm-hmm.
all the way from Africa and then you come here and say you are homeless. I find it
Mm-hmm.
very fascinating because I imagine how many people in Kenya want to come here and do the jobs that you don't want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you declare yourself homeless. So you are always having a bag, going to the shelter, waiting for 6 o'clock to go inside. Because usually at 6 o'clock, if you are homeless, they will give you a bed. And then early in the morning, you have to leave so that they can make the beds. Yeah, we have homeless shelter. If you're homeless, because sometimes it's -40, -45, it's freezing cold. So the government has, you know, they have set up these initiatives of shelter. They wouldn't want anybody dying out in the snow.
Yeah.
So people take advantage of that fact. Now, because they have home shelters, I don't want to work. I'll just be going there, sleeping for free, and then I leave in the morning, you know? Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah.
And I can read a comment here. Mokazi says, Hapo, I'm sure you backdated the pregnancy by 1 month. Is it true?
No. Back
So what did
back
you do?
backdated.
Like now you're 7 months pregnant. You say you're 6 months pregnant or 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's what you did?
Of course, yeah, because they will not allow you. You know, they will not.
Yeah.
It's risky, and you're coming from. You are coming. You know, you have so many stopovers, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not safe for you. Yeah, it's not safe.
And he says that my wife wants to leave me for Canada. Namwonea mbali. What do you think about that?
Yeah, karibu sana, Pauline. Karibu sana.
No, so you already know it's me.
Karibu
I think
sana,
now
Pauline.
I think I should start processing my papers now.
Start processing, and
I see
then
now he's mentally prepared.
yes, process, and then Mwakazi will follow you after. Mwakazi will
I,
join after.
I think Mokazi is a hard call. He can never leave Africa. This guy. And I know the minute I leave is just by the time I land in Canada, I know I'll be ushered in a envelope with another wedding invitation. So
Yeah.
I'm not there to do that. Let me just stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and naturally Teddy says good night. Nitamalizia kesho. Good night, Mama. You're sleeping too early. Why? But anyway, good night. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate so much, and we will see you in the next video. Yeah. So tell us, so you kept on going, and now you became comfortable. Now you're working. Your kids are going to school.
No, I didn't. Actually, for me, I didn't go to school. Usually, people come and go to school because they want to work in healthcare and stuff like that. But for me, no, because you know, working in healthcare is a calling. It's something that comes from your heart. If you
Yeah.
don't have the desire to work in healthcare, don't do it. Actually, I've seen people who have gone to school, and then when they actually went to work in healthcare, they backed out. So I was asking them, why did you should have, done some research before you join healthcare, know what kind of jobs they do, because once you go to school here, you take a student loan and you have to pay it. It doesn't matter that you changed your mind and now after college you don't want to do it. Yeah, you still have to pay your student loan. For me, I didn't. It wasn't for me. It's not for everyone, and it's okay. It's not for, but most of the Kenyan community, they work in healthcare. They are
Yeah.
all healthcare. Yeah, in Canada, in America, everyone is doing healthcare, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a calling for me. and which is okay. We can't all be the same, right? We cannot
Yeah.
all be the same. Yeah, it's okay to
Wow.
be different. Yeah.
Wow. That was so amazing. That was so amazing. So, guys, we have heard what Cynthia has just told us. It's easier to go to Canada via Dubai, right? That's what you said.
Yes. Yeah.
It's easy. So, guys, if you're looking forward to go to Canada or you want to work in Dubai, kindly I can advise you to go to Cynthia's Knowledge is Powers channel. Go check her out. Go check the content. She talks about all these things almost each and every day. You upload a video every day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So how is YouTube in Canada now? How is it?
It's still a hassle. YouTube is the same everywhere, Pauline, right?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Uh-huh.
YouTube is YouTube everywhere. You still have to grind. It's like a job. You grind until it accepts what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we are still trying. I'm still putting out content, because when people ask me about a certain subject and I know about it, I simply put it out online, to
Yeah.
educate our people. Also, there are so many other places, not only Canada people want to come. There are people who are destined to go to the US. They love going to USA. So I've put some information there about cruise ships, how you can easily get those jobs. You can go work in a cruise for 1 year, and then after 1 year, if you don't want to renew your contract, maybe some people go get married. You can get your papers through marriage. You can apply for the green card. They call it the green card there. Yeah. So, and there are people who also don't want to go to US. They want to go to Europe. So I
Yeah.
was actually, in my latest video, I was talking about the au pair program, and that one doesn't need, to prove that you have any funds. You don't need to prove any funds, so you can work. You can be placed with the family. After 1 year, you can figure your way around Europe. The Netherlands, Germany, France. You can figure out. There are people who like to travel. So those are some of the ways, maybe you're 18, you're 20, you don't know what to do. You can try those programs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, guys, you heard it all from Cynthia. She said it all. Today, we have come to know the other side of her. So, if you just see her smile on that camera, guys, just know she has gone through a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So, go check out our channel. She has amazing content. Subscribe to her channel if you have not. Kindly go subscribe to her and tell her you came from the Mwakazis family. Cynthia, I'm so happy to host you here, darling. And I hope you're going to do this more and more.
For sure. Yeah, I really enjoy our lives together. You are my
Yeah.
first person to do a live, and I really, really enjoyed it. I've done,
Thank you.
yeah, it was amazing. Thank you so much for, hosting me, and me hosting you. It was a pleasure. I was so excited. It was wonderful. It was my first live, and you have taught me a lot, because I did not know nothing about YouTube. So I'm going learning slowly by slowly. Yeah.
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 Wow. Happy to hear that. That's a positive feedback. I'm here to support you. Anytime you need me, I'm always here for you, dear. Don't feel like scared to ask me anything. We'll do so many of these live streams and you're going to grow up together, because we need to share this. You can't say YouTube is just for Pauline. If I take Pauline subscribers, then Pauline will be left with nothing. No, we don't have to mean. We're going to share this together, and always I'll be here to support you. And my supporters, if you're already here, you have not yet left, Mwakazi's Fitness and the rest, kindly go and show some support, some love to Cynthia. Knowledge is power. And if you feel like you want to do a collabo with anyone, especially Mwakazi's Fitness, if you need to do a collabo with him, be ready to do some workouts, to lift
For sure.
some muscle, Yeah, we
For
are
sure.
open for you, dear, anytime.
Yes. Yes. for
Okay,
sure.
Cynthia, let me give you time. I know you're working tomorrow. It's
Yeah,
already it's 9:25 here. I know it's late for you.
yeah. It's 12:25.
Yes. No, I need to leave you to go and sleep, and we will talk tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for hosting. God bless you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm really honored, for you
Yeah.
hosting me, being a small YouTuber. It's not easy for people to accept you. People will, they look down at you and say, oh, this one just wants to take my service. But
Yeah.
they don't know that we are together. We can do, I might know something that you don't know, and you know something that I don't know. And we both help both groups. Your people and my people, they both
Yeah.
learn thing, right? Yeah, so it's good to help
Yeah.
each other because you never know about tomorrow. I might be here tomorrow and you know, I might be down tomorrow, but
Yeah.
and I mean I might be down today, but tomorrow maybe I'm doing
You're
well. I
somewhere.
have
Yeah.
I have some service. It doesn't matter. Actually, for
Yeah.
me, I don't even do YouTube for service, just for the word to go out, you know, to,
Yeah.
educate, inspire, such kind of thing. For me, it's
Yeah.
fulfilling, when I do that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm humble. We're going to do this next time. So until next video, we say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Cynthia. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Welcome.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay. So, guys, that was Cynthia for today. We enjoyed the live stream with her. She shared a lot of amazing information. Kindly go to her channel and check her out. Thank you for the support and thank you for staying tuned until this late. I only have to say thank you and God bless you. Until the next one, bye bye.